So, I am going to talk a little bit about a contest I've kind of created for myself, and I was thinking maybe we could do something with it later. Mostly, it's very simple: 10 books, 2 weeks. And you can do certain graphic novel trades if they are of novel length and not just your standard 5 or 6 issues. Something like From Hell or V for Vendetta, such as that. Or, you know, you could count the entire Transmetropolitan series as 2 if you really want to go there. But the first book I have read kind of set me a little bit behind because it's a little intense, but it's a wonderful book by a wonderful author that I strongly recommend to every fan of fantasy. Her name is Sara Douglass, and the book I started with is The Nameless Day, which takes place in 13th century England, France, and Italy. Tiny little bit of Germany as well, actually. And it's about kind of stopping the end of the world during the Black Plague. And those of you that know me know that I kind of have a strange obsession with the Black Plague. I'm very curious about it. I love the art that came from that time. Pepys journals, the Decameron, and it's just very interesting. And I started collecting strange things. My husband got this for me. It is the Black Death giant microbe, Yersinia pestis. It's gonna get you. And so that was my whole first reason for getting this book. I don't usually go for alternate history in any form, even those that are tinged by fantasy. It's just not something that really interests me. But this one, I decided to go ahead and give it a shot, and it was really good. The main character is a Dominican friar named Thomas Neville, and it's kind of how his sort of past is haunting him, and how he goes to basically have the fate of the entire world resting on his shoulders, based on his decisions. And it's really kind of a wonderful series, and I know I'm not saying enough about it, but I can't say more, otherwise it ruins some of the surprises in the story. So please go read it, it's wonderful. Then my second book, which was going to be a little bit of a break considering how intense that one was going to be the next in the series of the Percy Jackson books I was on. However, the one I had set aside for my stack was actually one I'd already read, and I need the last 2, but I don't have them, so we'll see what happens. So instead of that kind of book candy, I have gone to another series that I really love, and I've read the first one. This is kind of a series in response about the main character's children, and it's more true traditional science fiction than anything. It's written by McCaffery, who's great if you just want something that's kind of fun, popcorny candy books, as I call them. And it was also written with Elizabeth Ann Scarborough, which is something I love about Anne McCaffery, is that she does partner with other authors. And it's about a race called the Lineari, who have basically descended from unicorns. So it's very fun in that way. But it really is a great series, and it's not my favorite by Anne McCaffery, but it's my second favorite. My favorite being the Rowan series. I really, truly do love that one. And this one does follow that trend of bug aliens as bad guys, but it's fun, and it's a nice vacation after reading something a little bit more intense. So I do suggest y'all check it out. It starts out with Acorna. I think there's 6 books in the first series, and I only have the next 2, and this one, First Warning, followed by Second Wave. And then just really quick, since I don't know a ton about the other ones I'm reading, I'm just going to give you the ones I've already chosen. So, we're going to do Empire Falls, which I've heard wonderful things about. Who knows, it could be really good. I might enjoy it a lot. Again, I don't usually go for contemporary fiction, it's just not my thing, but I'm giving it a shot. And then we have Aunt Dimity, Vampire Hunter, which kind of looks like one of those cotton candy horror books, but, you know, could be fun. Either way, it's one of my 10. considering how big of a Star Wars geek I am, and considering that I am a massive rebel, I should have read this book before now, but I haven't. I should have read this whole series. Heir to the Empire, which is supposed to be really, really good by Timothy Zahn, and I'm really excited to be reading it. And I'm going to go through that one. Depending on how intense it is, I might read the second one as part of this 10, otherwise I might take it easy on myself. We're going to do Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, another one that I absolutely should have read by now, but haven't, because I'm adult. And that's adult as in D-O-L-T, not adult. Followed by, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do this one or not, since I did do The Nameless Day, which was very intense and religious, Jezebel, which is about a character from the Bible. Fiction on fiction. Yay! Anyways, so I hope that my doing this may inspire other people to pick up a book, because there is never enough people reading, in my opinion. Literature is a wonderful, wonderful thing, and people need to appreciate it more. And I know nothing I'm really reading counts as literature, but read. It's good for you, it's fun, and you'll love it. Alright. Peace be with ya.